or at least try. So, good morning, everybody who's in there so far. Nice to see you today. Oh, I already had two coffees, so I'm on water now. Mm. So, it's been a rough morning in Costa Rican paradise today. My our chickens ganged up on one of the other chickens yesterday and pecked the heck out of her bum. So I isolated her yesterday, and then I went in to feed them this morning and found her passed away in her pen. Poor Veronica. Hi, Basil. So we have a dead chicken to bury today, which is unfortunate because I was really enjoying having fresh eggs.
Yeah, plenty more chickens still. Let's hope they
Yeah,
don't pull that stunt again.
I have no idea why they suddenly decided to attack her, but it was pretty awful. It was.
Yeah,
I didn't see it happen, but I saw the aftermath of it, and I felt terrible. I hope she wasn't in a lot of pain, but uh, this is apparently what it's like to be a chicken owner. I'm gonna have to get used to it, I hear. So, and then the retention chamber on my prototype hot water heater for the roof that I put together and installed yesterday is leaking on its first water test. So now I had to take it apart and redo it. So it's been a quality morning so far.
off to a flying start.
Oh my goodness.
But this will be a good
Yeah. So
time.
that's all my complaints out of the way.
Because the nice people are nice people, and that always makes the day feel better.
It's true.
So hello, nice people.
Yes. There's a couple of nice people in there. Looks like it's going to be quiet today. I'm sorry. It's kind of a late start today, guys. It's really hard to know when to pick for the live chats because we have to pick a time when it's not going to be raining here. And we also try to pick a time that's going to work for the most amount of our viewers, but you guys are literally scattered across the globe, so it's kind of tough.
Yep.
Basil knows. What time is it over there, Basil? It's got to be almost bedtime for you. But I shared on my Twitter last night. Our next door neighbor has a karaoke machine, apparently. The family there is routinely plays their music at like an extraordinarily loud level.
Like nightclub volume at our house. God, I don't know how they don't shake the pieces from the vibrations
Yeah,
in
I
their own
don't know
house.
how their walls aren't cracking. They're so loud. But last night they decided to use that volume for karaoke. And it was a good time, I'll tell you. I thought I was a bad singer. Oh Lord.
These guys make me sound like Tucker Khan.
Yeah, it was a little bit fun. But I guess they had a good time. I'm sad I wasn't invited to the party. Actually, I'm not that sad. So, 10 o'clock in Australia. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Oh, sorry. That's not so bad. It's 8 a.m. here, so it's a little bit late for us to start, but not too bad. So, how's everybody doing? How's things been? It's been, I guess, just a little over a week since our last live chat. Good morning, Ward. Um, Not much new for us, I guess. Just farming.
Yep. Picked up a real heavy duty weed whacker. Gonna
Mike's
use
gonna
that
go
today.
out and chop down some jungle today. We'll see how that goes.
Yep.
They don't like your average person's weed whacker. Anybody who's got a weed whacker for your lawn, picture something quite a bit larger and a lot angrier looking, and with a very sharp, scary looking blade on it instead.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of weed whackers you need for Costa Rica.
Yeah, it's real big. It's about 7 feet long. You got to strap it to your hip and everything else to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be an
Mike gets to
adventure.
learn how to use that today. Wish him luck. I'm hoping he doesn't chop a foot off.
Oh, then I'd have to be an invalid and Ginger take care of all the work. She's gonna beat me to death. Then she doesn't have to worry about it. Plus, I'm insured.
Yeah. Just remember how much you're insured for. Baz is working hard and staying sober. I wish I could say the same, but last night, listening to all that karaoke,
Oh man.
I had a couple drinks, I can't lie. But good for you. Oh, Barry says wear hearing protection.
I have a pair of noise canceling headphones. It's the closest I got,
Okay.
but I
Yeah.
could do that.
Is he mean for the weed whacker or for the karaoke next door?
Why not both?
So sometimes when it rains, we have to plug the headphones we use for our channel. We have to plug them into the TV if we want to watch something on TV because the rain is so loud.
We're sitting under a tin roof, and when
We
there's a
can't-
downpour,
We can't hear the TV over it, but we had to wear them last night to hear our TV show over the karaoke instead. And even then, it was so
you
loud.
could
I could
still hear
barely.
the karaoke.
Oh, it was brutal.
This allowed us to hear the karaoke and the TV show.
Oh, it was brutal. Brutal. So, yeah. So what do we have planned for the channel? Oh, so we try to make Sundays sort of like a day off from the regular reaction stuff. I don't know if you guys have noticed every
Morning, Brad.
Sunday we try to do something a little bit different than just regular reactions. So we've been varying between live chats and the comment reactions. But if you guys have suggestions for other things that you'd like to see us do that are a little bit like still within the vein of the channel, but a little bit different, we would like some ideas. I thought that maybe I would do a behind the scenes video. We did one of those way back, like October 2020, maybe.
Something like that.
But so many things have changed since then. So I thought I'd do another one, sort of a behind the scenes, how we work on the channel sort of thing as well. So we're happy to share stuff like that. But if you have ideas, throw them out there. We're pretty open to just about anything. It's nice to have something slightly different to
Yeah,
share.
we just like to mix it up. We like to have fun
Yeah,
with the channel.
yeah.
Mhm.
I keep wondering if you guys are just getting tired. We do 2 videos a day. I wonder if you guys get tired of all the notifications. So what have we got here? George Marciano, hello Mike and Ginger. Been watching your reactions to the warning. If you think Pow doing creep was good, try breathe. Did we do breathe?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look it up, George. Thank you. That's a good tip because yes, I really did think Pow doing creep was pretty astonishing. I love those girls, so they're fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Valerie. How are you? Do the occasional update on the progress of the place. I've been trying to do those kinds of things on my channel, and we do share my channel videos on the community page all the time. The truth is, I'm trying to get my channel monetized, so I need watch hours. So stuff that has to do with like the homestead and that, I'd rather post there and kind of cross share on our channel because I need the watch hours over on my channel. That's the honest to goodness truth. So guys, help me out here. Give me some watch hours on my channel. Yeah, even if you just set it to play and don't bother watching it because you're tired of watching me. But I try to make it entertaining too. But so I don't mind giving updates on the place on this channel, but I really would like to keep them somewhat separated. Like I said, we cross share because I know there's peeps interested in that too. But most of the homesteading stuff is going to be on my channel. So
Isabel wants to see me paint.
Painting.
There's a wise ass in every crowd, isn't there, Isabel?
Painting.
The best I can paint is a fence, and barely that.
Yeah, Mike's not really all that much of a painter, but there are people who want to see you play your bass.
Mm.
I'm still trying to get him to do that,
I have
guys.
to put a little more practice into that. I don't play it more than about once every week or so these days.
Okay. Barry enjoys our volume of content. Oh, that's good. We enjoy doing it. So, Good morning from Michigan, Trevor. Oh, hi, Trevor. Valerie misses us in Canada. I hate to say it, Valerie, I don't actually miss Canada that much.
No.
No.
You know
There's
what?
things I miss in Canada, but I every day wake up thankful that I'm here instead of there these days.
In a month or two, it'll be fall,
Hmm.
and I will miss fall. So this will be the first fall down here because we
Yeah.
kind of came late November.
Yeah.
And but you know what? I find myself completely almost detached from the Canadian seasons already.
Yeah.
Like it's the same weather here
All
all
the
year,
time.
and
Mhm.
it feels kind of timeless. So maybe I won't miss it as much as I thought I would because I won't even
You will when you start seeing pictures of the leaves,
maybe.
because then you'll realize what you're missing. That I would miss too, for sure. And we miss family. That's about it, though.
George wants to know the name of your channel.
Oh, okay. Here.
It's a Ginger in the Wild.
Let me see if I can. Hold on. I'm gonna pop up a link to it to help you out if I can. Can I? I don't know.
Just put it in the search there and pull up the channel. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm still a little bit technically deficient. So here, I'll post a link. That's me. If that helps. So Barry says he's subscribed to my channel, but not sure he's getting all of the notifications. But YouTube's weird that way, right? Like I have some of the channels I subscribe to, I have it set to all notifications too. And then I notice like I'll get a notification for a video, and then when I on one of those channels, and when I go there, the video is like 3 days old. They posted it like 3 days ago, and I only just got the notification. I can't figure out why that is, right? Like the YouTube notifications system is not awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure why that happens, but as long as I guess you can make sure it's set to all, because I know there's one that says personalized, and I think that means I don't even know what that means. Maybe only ones that they're talking to you. I don't know.
Isabel wants to know where Dave is. He's right over
He's
there.
laying down on the wood
floor.
over there. He did have his head on my knee for a little while, but he's been out playing and he smells really, really bad. So I asked him to go sit over there so I didn't have to get my nostrils full of that. I already have a dead chicken to bury today. I need a little break.
Enjoy your puppy, Isabel.
Oh.
Okay, it's a funny story about dogs. So we live about 800 meters from the highway and a hardware store, but it's like down a big hill to a little river and then up a big hill to the hardware store. It's brutal. And Dave always follows us when we leave in the truck.
Always follows.
So yesterday Ginger went to the hardware store and Dave followed her.
Yep.
But then it was raining, so he got to drive back.
Yep.
Then we needed a couple more things. So I went to the hardware store.
Yep.
And he followed me down the hill and up the hill, but it wasn't raining. I'm like, I'm not letting this sneaky dog inside the truck for no reason.
Not soaking wet.
No, for no reason. It's nice. He can. So he followed me back, and as I'm getting back up the hill, Ginger phoned me and said, "Oh, I need one more thing." So I had to go back. And Dave just stood in the driveway and looked at
like,
me.
Hell no, I'm not
Are you
going
kidding
again.
me? You know how hard that work is?
It's his fault. I don't know why he follows us.
So I went in and told the guy behind the counter who had just seen me with the dog like 10 minutes earlier. I said, "Mi perro es muy cansado." And he just laughed. My dog is very tired.
Yeah,
for those of you who don't speak any
it's
Spanish.
a hell of a hill, man. You guys.
He's like lightning, but I guess 3 times is too much.
I'm giving props though. Twice was plenty. I wouldn't be able to do twice myself. So yeah, Basil says he gets late notifications as well. You always seem to be right on top of our videos. So I don't know. Maybe because you know the schedule. I don't know. We try to keep to a schedule so that it's consistent. But Valerie says you don't miss the cold and the snow. Hell no.
No, right about last January, I was pretty happy to be where I was.
My mom was putting pictures on Facebook of their snow up to like their waists, and I was answering back with photographs of
flowers, hummingbirds.
Like, nope, I don't miss that at all. So, yeah, it's that's one of those things. I hear a lot of Canadian people in Costa Rica say that they kind of miss the snow at Christmas time. Maybe I'll feel differently at Christmas, But other than that, I won't miss the snow at all.
Why would you miss it? They decorate exactly the same. They have like LED light
Christmas
snowmen
is gonna feel different without snow. It will.
and reindeer and sleigh on underneath the palm tree. It's kind of funny. It's like
Christmas
you've
will feel
appropriated
different without snow.
they've appropriated all this winter stuff to decorate for Christmas. And it's like just sitting in all the greenery. It's great.
So guys, one of our friends that live in it not that far away, they have a pretty decent sized farm. And yesterday they found a 10-foot boa constrictor in their turkey shed. And he'd already eaten like 2 of their pigeons. You should have seen this snake. It was unbelievable. I don't know how he got in there. But
I love the comment on Twitter when you shared that. Somebody said the pigeons there, the filet mignon of the sky. I'm skeptical. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
I'm skeptical.
I told them they have goats too. I said they were lucky that thing didn't make it into their goat shed because losing a goat to a boa constrictor is a lot. Well, I mean, no offense to the pigeons, but if I was going to choose which to lose, I'd rather lose a pigeon. But apparently, you have to call the fire department to come and remove those here. Like I said to him, oh, don't you have a machete? Right? But apparently, you don't want to mess with those. Well, I understand why you don't want to mess with them. I didn't think they were very fast because boa constrictors, they always seem to be rather slow to me. I was like, well, I could outrun one of those. But then they shared a video that the fire department put it in a bag and then they took it out to another part of the jungle to let it out. And when they let it out, that sucker was mad and he was hissing and he like snapped out and he moved so fast. I was like, oh, now I know why you called the fire department for that.
The Bombieros.
Oh my God, it was crazy. So apparently I have to look forward to having that as a possibility. Wasn't expecting something like that here. Oh, so good morning, G-Man.
It is indeed morning. It's just after 8 a.m.
Yeah. What time are you there? It's gotta be. Are you in Australia too? I'm trying to remember. So, sup with Snoopy. Good morning. Enjoy your coffee. Mike's on his. I'm on water already because I've already had to. Oh, are you empty? Uh-oh.
Empty. It's a tragedy.
No bueno. 9 a.m. here. Oh, where are you then? Oh, it's gotta be in the States. I'm having a total brain fart now. It's been a long, terrible morning. So, anyway, so for music, guys, we're feeling like we're getting in a bit of a rut. I mean, we try really hard to discover new stuff on the algorithm, and we go really hard into a lot of your suggestions too. But I don't know what it is. It feels like, I don't know.
You want a breath of fresh air?
I don't know. Does it seem like we're getting in a rut with our reactions? I know we return a lot to the same bands a lot, mostly because we really, really like them. But I don't know. Does it seem like that to you guys, or am I just imagining it myself? Because when we do recording, we'll end up doing like maybe 12 videos at a time, and then I'll process them and release them out over a schedule. So we try it, but it does seem almost like we're kind of overdoing certain artists. I don't know if that's just my perception. And let me know what you think.
Good morning. Good afternoon, Nana in Denmark, by the way.
Oh, G-Man's in the Midwest. Okay. That is not
Fort
Australia.
Wayne.
Indeed. Good morning to Denmark. Hello. What's the weather like in the Midwest today, G-Man?
Bonjour, Nico.
Basil says lots of cool animals where you are. I still can't hold a patch to you and your Australian animals, Basil, honestly.
Barry suggesting the Birthday Massacre. We've done a couple of theirs.
I actually really love the Birthday Massacre. We have done a couple of theirs. They're tough to get through copyright, but it's usually worth it. So I'll put them on the list again because I have been meaning to go back to them. Looking Glass, didn't we do that one?
I think we did. It sounds familiar.
Barry, we did that one. So take a look. I'm not sure what playlist it'll be on, but if you search for it, we've done that one. That's one of my favorites. I actually really like it. Salva Snoopy says, maybe a little bit, but it's your channel. React to what you want. Well, that's the thing. I feel like we could use something fresh, right? Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like
Always
we're
on the
missing
lookout.
whole parts of the world,
Yeah.
and I can't figure out how to bust into new areas because we don't know what's there. So it's hard to figure out. Hot and muggy. Lots of rain here and lots of flooding. Oh, are you in Kentucky? 'Cause I have some friends that are really close to where there was really bad flooding in Kentucky. Some really awful stories there. It's awful. It's funny because we're in Costa Rica. There's tons of rain and there's often a lot of flooding here too. But we haven't had anything really bad yet, so I'm a little surprised. I think the weather's been taking it easy on us. Basil says he doesn't think we're overdoing the music. Okay. The birthday matter in the dark? No, but I will put it on the list for the next one. Okay, another James Blunt. Yeah, I've been meaning to get back to him too. We did one of his that got blocked and never released,
Yeah. And then we haven't gone back.
and we haven't gone back to him. I can't remember what that song was. I reviewed it just the other day actually because couldn't remember what happened to it. But Goodbye My Lover. Is that one gonna make me cry again? We've had like 10 songs make me cry in the last 2 weeks. Hot and humid in southern Quebec. Well, it is August, so
So G-Man wants us to do some of the stuff he suggested last week. Yeah, we haven't even begun to get into last week's live chat suggestions.
yeah, Mike was busy working, so we didn't get much in the way of reaction recordings done last week. So, Walk Off the Earth.
It sounds familiar. We may have done one.
They do sound familiar, but I'm not sure why. I feel like that might have been one of the kids' bands.
Oh, maybe.
We can check them out and see what we find. I don't. Only the name sounds familiar. If I've heard one of their songs, I don't know what it is. Errant Shadow and their song "The Signets Committee." No, dark and epic is kind of where we roll. So that sounds good. That sounds very good. Mike is totally addicted to the Blue Tangle.
Yeah, oh yeah. Loving the Blue Tangle.
Did we release that second one yet? I'm trying to remember.
I think we did.
Yeah,
Like
so
yesterday.
good. Their stuff is so good. I love their sound. So anybody, if you know the Blue Tangle, get us some more because I've been having trouble finding it on YouTube. Yes, we did Bloodywood, and they were excellent. We want to do another for sure. And I haven't yet, but I plan to email them and ask about having an interview because we were really impressed with those guys. So there's an awesome cover of Britney Spears' Toxic with does that say Harmonies? Harmonies?
Harmonies.
I don't know what that means. So Walk Off the Earth did a cover of Britney Spears' Toxic, which actually I really love that song, I can't lie. Mirath, Believer would be a fun video for you too. Prince of Persia like, and while metal not particularly heavy, from Tunisia. That would be interesting. That sounds interesting. Yeah, Bloodywood is very cool. We did really like those guys. Their sound was really incredible. It was a nice surprise. Kopi Manakopi. Hello, Lazuki. Oh, Harmonies is the band. Okay, so it's not Walk Off the Earth. It does the Harmonies. Sorry, I couldn't find my reading glasses this morning, so I can not read that very well. For sure, it's for any Brandy. Does that say Carlisle? Couldn't find where you had. She had a phenomenal talent and won a Grammy for this song, The Joke. Brandy Carlisle? Put that down.
I get that.
No, I don't. I'm not familiar with her.
On my big thumbs on my phone. I'm not that fast.
I like it that way.
Sorry, who is it I'm putting down?
Brandy Carlisle. Grammy for her song The Joke. Oh, Tank the Tech got interviewed the Bloodywood guys. Oh, cool. Oh, Brandy Carlisle was 80s. Suddenly that sounds like it might be
Belinda
familiar.
Carlisle.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, we can look it up and see what we find. So, what time is it?
8:30.
Oh, it's still early. So, those are some good suggestions. We're going to end up getting to work on it.
Yeah, between what we've got just now and what the list I was adding it to from last time.
Holy smokes.
We've got.
You got to show them this list.
It's a list.
Oh, you can't read it anyway. You got to do it like those influencers do, where they do this, right?
You cover it. This is
Whatever. We're not good at this.
Feel like Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Middle-aged YouTubers.
Oh, that beer's empty.
Maybe we should change our channel name to Middle-aged YouTubers React To. You know, like all those reaction channels that do like.
I like the one that was like pregnant woman reacts. Pregnancy is a temporary
Actually,
condition.
it's funny. I think that's the British wife reacts channel guy, right?
I
Maybe
know.
a pregnant British wife reacts to. It's like everybody's looking for an angle. I guess. The tribal people reacts, so it's kind of fun to watch. I don't know if you guys watch those. Those are always really fun to watch because it's like a whole other world. Most people think very differently, and sometimes the things they say are really, really funny. If you haven't checked out the tribal people reacts, you got to check it out, guys. It's so much fun. Because, like, especially things like the Night Wish, right? Like the way, because we're so familiar with Ghost Love Score. It's one of our favorite songs. And then you see people from a completely different culture, totally different world, react to something like that. It's a it brings your attention to things that you take for granted or might have missed before. So it's kind of fun. Oh, so Sapa Snoopy was thinking Belinda Carlisle. Okay, Belinda Carlisle is one of my all-time favorites.
Hello, Olan in the Philippines. Thank you for the kind wishes.
Oh, yes. Hello, Brad. Do you ever do reviews of things other than music?
No, I don't really.
No, not really. We started this channel because we love music, and music's kind of our bag. And like we don't really do it so that we could. Well, we don't really do it for clicks and likes kind of thing, right? So we're not grasping around for new angles in that way. This is mostly about music. That's what we enjoy. I mean, we could react to things like commercials and movies. We've had requests before, but they're really complicated when it comes to copyright. And also, I'm one of those people, probably will not surprise anybody, that I'm that person you hate in the movie because I do not shut up. I'll talk back at the movie. I talk to the other people that are with me about the movie, right? Like I'm that girl that you just want to turn and go, shut up.
I saw a tweet a week or two ago of a woman whose husband was traveling and she's trying to watch a movie. It's like, who's going to answer her questions?
That's me, guys. So I'd actually be probably the most annoying movie reactor ever if I ever decided to do that. So, and all you'd get is just Mike laying there, just listening to me prattling on. So it would be actually not that interesting. I mean, sometimes the things I say are very clever, but well, at least I think so. So no, not so much. Where's Ginger's hair? Right here. It's back right now. It's so short though. I got a haircut a few months ago, and I so regret where it all went. I cut it too short. And now I can barely do anything with it, and it's superhuman right now because it's rainy season. So if I didn't have it up, it would be like this terrible hairy mess. So that's where my hair is. It's back
Look
there.
at mine. It's all under control.
Okay. Valerie watched the cookie baking video, peanut butter with your daughter. She is a cutie, it's true. My daughter is a cutie. She's a little bit camera shy, but she loves to bake. So it's always nice to include her. Tim Minchin was hilarious. It's really funny, actually. I really like him quite a bit. And it was funny. I'll tell a little backstory about the Tim Minchin video. So the most recent one was it was Confessions, right?
Hmm.
And he has a little blurb at the end about he had to bleep out some of his song because he got beat up by copyright lawyers for
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. And it was funny because when I uploaded the video, we got blocked on copyright. And I laughed to Mike because I was like, it's funny that he would complain about the copyright lawyers and then our video would get blocked. But luckily, graciously, he unblocked it for us. So it seems he feels the same way as we do about copyright lawyers. So that was funny though. So that's why you guys got to see it. Tim Minchin took mercy on us. Maybe he actually really enjoyed my complaints about copyright lawyers. So I don't know. I don't know if it's actually him that does that, but yeah, that was funny.
Shaka 67's got a request, but it comes from X Factor Indonesia. We pretty much avoid that kind of TV show for the most part, just because there's the song, there's writing credits,
Yeah.
there's the singer, then you add a whole layer of the television show, the TV network. It's almost impossible to get through
copyright.
So we tend to not do those.
We have done some, and some have got through, but a lot don't. Right.
And some will go through for a little while and they get retroactively blocked, which really irritates us.
Yeah.
So we probably won't do that, to be honest. I'm sorry.
I mean, I can do a little test run on the X Factor, but I think the X Factor blocks reactions to their stuff. So, and we're not interested in getting sued.
Truth.
So, yeah, we do avoid a lot of award show performances. Unfortunately, it means that it shortens the list of the things that we can react to, but it can be very difficult to get through copyright. And the truth is, between recording the video, editing, uploading, it takes now about 2 or 3 hours per video. So every 10 to 11 minute video that we make takes 2 or 3 hours to make. And I hate to do all that only to have it blocked and never let go. Because then nobody gets to see it and we wasted all that time. So if we get a consistent rate of blockage from a certain source, we will start just avoiding that source. So reacting to snippets of comedians. No, I mean, we love comedy shows, but I don't know. This channel is, we did it for music because we love music. So if we did that, we would probably create a separate channel for it, but I don't know if we have that in us. We have been thinking about making a new channel to have some in-depth intellectual discussions because we really love those. But that would also be a separate channel. We like to focus on music, right? That's one of the things we love.
The whole best thing about doing this is discovering so much music that's new to us. I mean, a lot of it's old.
Yeah.
20, 30 years old. But,
yeah.
But it's new to us.
Yeah.
And we're really enjoying that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a good suggestion for something we do for the Sundays, right? To bust away from like a proper music reaction and do something else instead like that. Maybe that's not a bad suggestion because we wanted something for our Sundays that's sort of a separate but related video.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Almost like a break from what we normally do for us, just to do something different.
Yeah, and to give you guys a little something different too, so it's not always just you staring at me either crying or going, which is pretty much all it is these days, right? So, Ellen Alaverdian,
I got her down.
10-year-old bass player. Oh,
it's gonna make me sad at my limited bass abilities.
Church's Clearest Blue. The
Got
Churches will perpetually be on my list. I love this band. I'm absolutely addicted to listening. What was it? So with the Robert Smith, they did How Not to Drown.
Mm-hmm.
And then Asking for a Friend. Oh my God. got to be in my top 10 favorite songs of all time, really. So the Churches will definitely be on the list, and they've been very generous with copyright. So I'm more than pleased to spend time on them. What? Were there Cookie Monster vocals in the cookie making video? No, but that would have been a good idea, right? That's
Yes,
okay. I can
yes, it
make
would
more
have.
cookies.
I could eat more cookies.
Oh, I'll make some chocolate chip cookies this week and I'll videotape it. And did I make chocolate? No, that was shepherd's pie. My last video was shepherd's pie, but I did it in the rain. God. Oh, the audio is terrible, guys. This is the one problem with living in Costa Rica.
Bye, Isabel.
I
Thanks for
cannot.
checking in.
Bye, Izzy. I can't record in the rain like ever. It's so loud. It ruins the sound. So yeah, Basil says most TV shows are difficult to get through. Yeah, it's just not worth it, right? Like you spend all that time. I mean, it's worth it sometimes to hear the performances, but that, to do the whole video processing and then have it get axed, it's like, oh, right? And then I don't have anything for you guys. Yes, Brad, I've been getting your emails. I have just been very busy and not able to respond, but I have added some of your suggestions to the list. So.
I think there's other churches in Robert Smith.
Just like heaven.
Oh, is that the Cure song?
Somebody emailed me that one, and I was like, oh, we're totally doing that because I love that one.
It's a great song.
So, Soft with Snoopy, is there a rainy season? Yes, we are in it. Monsoons, we haven't had anything really bad yet down here. Oh, thanks, Izzy. Cheers. Izzy just gave us €3.
Thanks, Isabel.
I didn't even know that thing worked. I activated whatever that is because YouTube says, oh, why don't you add this to your chats? But I was like, I don't even know if it worked. Thank you.
Yeah, so there's a rainy season down here. We're up in the mountains, so generally the hurricanes and monsoons and stuff are pretty attenuated by the time they get here. But it rains almost every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes it rains real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're at elevation, so we don't have to worry too much about flooding. Our water goes down and floods other people.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was funny though. A few weeks ago, we were in San Jose to get some legal stuff done. San Jose is the capital city. It's in the Central Valley. But at the time, Hurricane Bonnie, Tropical Storm Bonnie, was on the verge of hitting the country. And there were warnings everywhere. They shut down all the schools and they were telling everybody to just stay home. But at the time we were in San Jose and we were due to take the drive back home. And the drive is 6.5 hours roughly over the tallest mountain in the country, which also at the time, so this mountain is called Cerro de la Muerte. Well, the mountain's Chiripo.
Yeah,
right?
the road.
But the road they call Cerro de la Muerte, which is Hill of Death. So it's already intimidating. But also, just a couple days before that, I'd seen on Facebook a notification that a part of the 47th kilometer, a part of the road had washed down the mountain. And so you had it had been reduced to 1.5 lanes, and they were telling people to be very cautious driving around that part of the road because they didn't know when the rest of it was going to go. So
we're living on the edge.
Not only did I have to drive over this mountain and over this washed out part of the road, but I had to do it when they had a hurricane due to hit that area. Bad enough that they were issuing mudslide notifications and all kinds of
I did have to move a couple of rocks out of the middle of the road.
It was the most harrowing drive of my life, guys. It was pretty scary. There was a few places where I saw mudslides take some of the road out. So
yeah.
And the thing is, how do you watch for a mudslide? If the rain's pouring down, you can barely see out the windshield, and on the side where you're not even looking, the mountain is sliding down, right? It's terrifying.
Apparently there was some pretty bad stuff after we passed through, but we got through before it hit.
Yeah, we got lucky. So, but that's the worst one so far. Most of the time, because we're in the middle of the country and we're up in the mountains, anything that comes in from either side, right? bad weather-wise. It usually gets kind of depleted by the time it reaches us.
Mhm.
So we get lucky. It's part of the reason we chose this area, actually, because it doesn't really suffer from a lot of the extreme weather. Just
Yep.
a lot of rain.
Barry says you're doing a good job rolling your R's. Getting better.
Thank you. It was the Cerro de la Muerte.
See,
I'm
That's funny.
trying, man.
that's funny because like 4 times in the last 2 weeks, a local has told me my accent's pretty good. So we're getting better, both of us.
I'm trying.
We're working
I'm
on
trying.
it. We do try.
Sabaton just released a really cool animated video.
The Red Baron.
Very cool. Okay. Did we release the Sabaton yet?
I don't think so.
So I got to tell you a quick funny story about Sabaton. I have a video due to release. I'll probably put it out tomorrow. We went to do a reaction to Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
So we introduced the video as Stormtroopers. Here we go. And when I clicked play and we were watching it, I'm like, what did I do wrong here? By the end, I realized somehow the video that I clicked on wasn't actually the Stormtroopers video. It was the Unkillable Soldier. So
I totally introduced the wrong
when
video.
you guys see Unkillable Soldier on the channel and you click through and you see us introducing it and we talk about how it's the Stormtroopers, that's why. Because I don't know how I did it. Right? Like, I don't know. I don't have the slightest clue how I did it, but so that's okay. But I do want to do more Sabaton, and we love those guys, and it's so much fun because I get a really good history lesson every time, because not only just from the video it sparks interest in a new subject, but also the commenters will chip in with little bits of information, and I love history. It's very cool. And our war history is very deficient. Right? Like, war history knowledge is really deficient. So
Little inside track on Canadian education system.
yeah.
You learn about the Coureurs de Bois,
Mm-hmm.
the Fenians, maybe, the Depression, and like that was all I ever learned in history. They never covered World War I, World War II, which would seem kind of significant.
Yeah.
Or ancient history, that drove Western civilization. No, none of that. It's all boring ass Canadian.
I took all the
history.
social sciences, so I got a bunch of ancient history.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah,
very
because
good.
they do cover that, like ancient civilizations and stuff, which were always really fascinating. But like, yeah, you're right. The war history. Well, I learned about the War of 1812. The Canadian education system loves talking about the Canadians fighting Americans, but doesn't talk much about any of the other wars Canada participated in.
I didn't take enough history to get that one, but I'm from Niagara Falls, and I grew up climbing the General Sir Isaac Brock Monument as a kid.
No.
That's in, what do they call it? Drawing a blank. Anyway, a big park near the border. Little statue of Isaac Brock. You can climb up the base.
Yeah. So Mike's going out to chop down some jungle today. I'm going to have to fix my water heater and bury my chicken.
Yeah.
I'm sad about my chicken.
So you should be.
Yeah. And then I need to figure out where I can buy more chickens because I don't have enough eggs. So we got a bunch of suggestions, guys, for the channel. Thank you for that. That definitely helps us. It's sometimes we sit down to record and we don't really have much of a plan, and it's kind of, more welding. Yes, actually soon. A few other projects have interrupted, and I had to place that on hold, and also the weather, because I've been told that arc welding in rainstorms is a very bad idea. I can guess why. So, because it's rainy season, I have a very limited window in the day when I can do welding. So, but next week I plan to start doing more of that. We actually rethought our whole plan for the room that we were going to do. So, it's a good thing actually that it got interrupted, because it gave us time to sort of rethink, and we've decided to make it a 2-story thing instead of a 1-story thing. So it's I'm starting that next week. Sweep the lawn, the water, and the chickens.
Water the chickens. You already watered the chickens.
The sky waters the chickens.
Yeah,
It's,
and the lawn.
It's true.
And everything grows and grows and
everything
grows.
else, yes, and everything else.
Get out my 7-foot long weed whacking Terminator.
Yeah. Oh, and guys, don't be shy. If you have suggestions for what you'd like to see on my channel, right, for homesteading stuff and cooking stuff, please make suggestions because we do like to cross pollinate across both these channels somewhat. Um, so, and I'm always looking for ideas of what people would like to see. If you haven't seen me try to cut bamboo down and nearly kill myself, you really should check out that video because I'll be going back to the bamboo this week and I'll be trying to show it who's boss.
We all know you're boss.
We all know the bamboo is boss, but I will show its due respect.
Oh, see, Barry wants to see the. No, we don't want to. We don't want to totally demise the bamboo because we want it to be able to come back.
Yeah, I've been warned actually that if you cut too much of the bamboo at once, it starts to concentrate its energy on root growth, which is a huge problem. And then it doesn't actually grow stalks. But I need it for construction. So I'll have to pick and choose and go slow. I can't just do the whole stand at once, that's fine because it's beautiful too. I want to keep some of it. But I have a chicken house I want to build out of it. So I'll be doing that. But I need a little more bamboo first. Solar water heater setup. So the one that's on my roof right now that I installed yesterday that's leaking on its first water test. Once I get that design perfected and it's actually working, I have a second one planned and I will be videotaping that build and installation. But because the design I kind of made up in my head myself, I have to work the bugs out first. Because although some people like to see me struggling through the problem, it's really time consuming and videotaping it can get complicated. So I'm trying to perfect the process on the prototype model first. That's the one that's giving me trouble today. But that's coming. So did you figure out how to cut the bamboo?
Cut it at the knots, he says.
Yes. Well, that too, but also just we're gonna have to take pressure off of it. It's way too big. Like the guy who lived here before just didn't ever cut it, so it got way too big. But I think I've come up with a bit of a plan. I'll be videotaping that as well, so that you can see the improvement and the things that I've learned, and also so that my husband has evidence in case I kill myself that he didn't do it.
I would never.
Oh, Valerie says she's missing a lot. No, cut the bamboo at the knots, not the chickens. I don't want to cut my chickens yet. They're still laying eggs. Use the weed whacker.
Oh, tell you what, Barry, come on down and I'll let you have a hack at it
done.
with my weed whacker.
I had a neighbor say, "Oh, just cut it with a machete." Guys,
Have you watched Ginger's video?
Bamboo. It's like this thick.
Where you swung the maul at it and you just hear go ping as the maul bounces off. I mean,
that was a friggin' axe, guys.
You get a machete a little sharper, I guess, but
I can't imagine trying to get through that with a machete. It just nearly destroyed my chainsaw. So, yeah, it's always fun. Anyway, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Yep, the cicadas are starting to sing. So. Yeah, I need to videotape all of my escapades. One of these days, I'm going to end up accidentally killing myself, and Mike's going to have some tough questions to answer to the cops. All right, guys. So thanks, Barry. You have a good day, too. We're going to wrap it up and get out there before it gets too hot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go wake my daughter up because she's got to help. But thanks for tuning in. Next week we'll do...
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it won't be another live chat, though, guys. We'll do something else. But cheers anyway, and we'll see you in the comments.